Sony's State of Play happened 2 days ago, and the most interesting thing for me was definitely Ghost of Yotai, the spiritual successor to Ghost of Tsushima, thankfully still being made by Sucker Punch Productions. Without further ado, here are 9 things that I noticed about Ghost of Yotai. First thing that we notice is that the time period, it's actually happening in 1603. Ghost of Tsushima started in 1274, putting the Ghost of Yotai 300 years into the future. Naturally, with it being 300 years into the future, we are also getting a new protagonist. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little sad when I found out we were not gonna be playing as Jin Sakai because I thought he was a very interesting character and I really liked the story that was built around him. However, I'm gonna be honest once again and say I'm not really surprised because Sucker Punch has done this in the past. If you look at their Infamous series, they go 1 and 2 with Cole McGrath. And then in Infamous Second Son, it's a completely new character with a completely new different set of powers. Again, I really enjoyed Cole McGrath, but I believe his name was Desmond, I believe. Desmond, I thought Desmond was a great character and I thought his powers were super fun. Not to mention, I think it's actually quite intelligent for them to use a new character because then you don't have to explain why you have to re-upgrade your character. It's like I finished the game at the highest possible level, having unlocked all the skills. Why is it in your second game I have to now relearn all these skills? So by having a brand new character, you don't have to explain why you have to upgrade a character all over again. Sucker Punch did clarify as to why they went with a new character instead of continuing the story of Jin Sakai, is because they want the Ghost series to be an anthology and not a trilogy, which I am all for. Most games happen in a continuous line, which is, fair, but I would love to see more developers make more anthologies. Have similar game systems, similar settings, but it's in different time periods, different characters. I am all for that, and I really hope more developers go down that route. The one thing I am a little worried about is that the protagonist is female, and as you guys have seen in a lot of our previous games, Star Wars Outlaws, to say the least, when we get a female protagonist, she usually doesn't have a personality, or she has the personality as interesting as cardboard. This is Sucker Punch, and they have made a lot of interesting female characters in the past. You can go back to Sly Cooper series, having that, I think her name was Camilla the Fox. Then we had the light chick. I can't remember her name. Her name escapes me. I think her name was like Tay or Trey or Day. It's like a street name. The light powers in Infamous Second Son. She was also a very interesting character. However, she wasn't the protagonist. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is their first time putting a female as a protagonist lead. They have yet to let me down, so I am leading in with open arms, and I am very excited to see what happens, because if anyone can make a good female protagonist with a really good personality, it is going to be Sucker Punch. On a smaller note, Jin Sakai was equipped with a flute as an instrument to play. However, this time our protagonist actually has what we call a gotan. It's kind of like a Japanese banjo or guitar, and I'm here for that. I like when they put in these small little details. It's not a huge different or gameplay breaking, but I definitely find it very interesting and I like the attention to detail. Now, for something that's a little bit more on the nose, we are not going to be in Tsushima. Obviously, the game is called Ghost of Yotai. Yotai is a new region. You will be encountering grass fields, snowy regions. The snowy regions, I don't know if it's a seasonal thing or if it's going to be a location thing. I am hoping for a seasonal thing, but the way it was described, it seems more like it's going to be an area specific thing versus like, oh, it is now winter, spring, and summer. This next part is more of a theory, not a confirmation, but I think that we might have a companion wolf in the game. I don't know if he's going to be like a full AI, kind of like Atreus in God of War, where you could tell him to do stuff, or is he going to be like a pure AI companion that you could just upgrade and he acts on his own accord? I am hoping that they go the Atreus route, where we can command him to do things versus just having the AI companion be there. I believe in the previous Ghost of Tsushima game, the Legends mode, one of the classes could summon a dog, if I remember correctly. So I could see them using the assets of Ghost of Tsushima and expanding on those assets in Ghost of Yotai. Again, this is also another possibility, not a confirmation, but there may be a wanted system in the game because you're actually on the run. You are wanted. There are posters of you. This could mean a couple of things. Maybe there will be a wanted system, kind of like in GTA or Red Dead Redemption, or maybe there'll be a bounty system where there are bounties on your head, and the further you go among your legend, the more your legend gets spread out, the higher your bounty becomes, and the stronger the assassins that come to get you. All of this is just pure speculation, but then again, I would really be happy if they put in some type of bounty system or some type of wanted system as well. Roaming horses is a thing now. That's cool. We didn't have roaming horses in the first game, so yippee. If roaming horses wasn't enough to get you excited for the game, you can now dual wield katanas. We will often see the protagonist of Ghost of Yotai actually holding both of her katanas in her hand at the same time, as opposed to Jin Sakai's one weapon. Speaking of weapons, it seems we're going to have access to more than just the katana or the dual katana. We're also going to be getting access to a sickle and a rifle as well. Yes, the introduction of firearms will be happening in Ghost of Yotai, and I am definitely excited for it. I am really hoping that we can get some type of pistol or flintlock, because that, my friends, is going to make one heck of a game. That's going to be it for today's video. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Are you guys excited for Ghost of Yotai? I know I am. While you're down there, don't forget to like, share, favorite, and subscribe, because we're trying to go to 400. And if you don't want to help, well, remember, at the end of the day, I'm just some guy on the internet, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. If you want to see more of my face, be sure to click the video you see on screen right now.